That double whistle means we are now departing, so fasten your seatbelts and hang on. Gotcha, there's no seatbelts on that train. And as we depart the station, look over to the right and give a nice big wave to our hardworking station masters. And if you keep looking to the right, you'll see a large blue aquarium. This is the home of our African penguins. African penguins are warm weather penguins, meaning they enjoy the weather here in Florida. And if it ever gets below 40 degrees, much like myself, they have to go inside. The roller coaster above us and to our right is Cheetah Hunt. Cheetah Hunt is the longest coaster in the park at 4,429 feet of track. It'll take you at cheetah speed of 65 miles an hour, and it has a single inversion. And if you look over to your left, you may see some bushes. But through those bushes is the Edge of Africa. Edge of Africa is a self-guided tour through 13 of our different African species, including our pride of lions, our hippopotamus, and our Nile crocodile. The large white building to our right is the Serengeti Overlook, a great place to get lunch or even an early dinner with a fantastic view of our Serengeti plains. And for all adults on board, it's also the home of our giraffe bar. The roller coaster all around us is Cobra's Curse. Cobra's Curse, a one-of-a-kind elevator coaster that starts you with an elevator ride 80 feet up to bring you face to bang with Venomous, the Snake King. Cobra's Curse is a spin coaster, meaning it'll take you forwards, it'll take you backwards, it'll even take you sideways before a free-spinning finale. Despite all that, it's still considered a family coaster because it does not go upside down. The blue and yellow coaster to our right is Montu. Montu is an inverted coaster, meaning instead of sitting in a car, you'll be dangling throughout your entire journey. Montu goes upside down a total of 7 times, and is consistently ranked as one of the top steel inverted roller coasters in North America. We are now approaching our Serengeti belt. So I'd like to remind everyone at this time to please remain seated throughout our entire journey, keeping all arms, legs, head, shoulders, knees and toes inside the train at all times.
Bet Texas doesn't like that.
Coming up on our left, you may be able to see some tall, spotted animals. These are the reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffe have a 360-degree field of vision and are one of the only animals capable of seeing in color. They also do almost everything standing up, including giving birth, meaning the first experience for a baby giraffe is a 6-foot drop straight to the ground. The male reticulated giraffe can grow up to nearly 19 feet tall, but they have the same number of vertebrae in their necks that humans do. Theirs just happen to be 10 inches long. Coming up on our left, there are two very large birds. These are the female red-necked ostrich. The kick of a red-necked ostrich is strong enough to take down an adult lion. Please remain seated. The egg of the red-necked ostrich is equivalent to around 24 chicken eggs and can take nearly 2 hours to hard boil. Please remain seated. Thank you. And now it's time to play a little game. Is that thing in the distance a log, a rock, or a living animal? So far all we got, logs and rocks. Coming up on our right, you will see several large sleeping boulders. These are the white rhino. A group of white rhino is called a crash, and the horns in the front of their heads are not actually horns. They are not connected to their skulls. They're made of keratin, the same material that human hair and fingernails are made out of. But you couldn't pay me nearly enough to try and give a manicure to a rhino. You may also be able to see a very small boulder. That is Viyazi. He is the newest member of our rhino family. He is currently about 4 months old and weighs around 300 pounds. Also coming up on our right, sitting in the shade, there will be some brown animals with long horns. These are the sable antelope. Sable antelope travel in small herds of around 15 to 20 members and are ruled by the strongest female. Males only stay within a herd for about 30 years before they're kicked out. These small tan animals with black racing stripes to our right are the Grant gazelle. Grant gazelle, the third fastest land mammal, capable of running at speeds of nearly 50 miles an hour. Over to our right, there are some furry-looking brown animals. These are the waterbuck. Waterbuck are not amphibious creatures like their name suggests. When waterbuck feel threatened by predators, they run to water in order to escape. They also have perfectly heart-shaped noses. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've all been waiting for, I present to you a tunnel. Did you guys hear all that? I think that tunnel might be haunted. Coming up on our right is the home of our Watusi cattle. Our Watusi cattle's horns grow up nearly 5 feet in length, and their horns are hollow. And as we go through the crossing, give any ambassadors you see a nice friendly wave. They're just trying to go home, but now they can't because we're blocking the road to the parking lot. Now, some of you may have noticed the very large, very loud roller coaster to our right. This is Kumba. Kumba gets its name from an African word meaning roar, and roar it does. When they built this coaster, they chose to leave the tracks hollow, which is what gives Kumba its characteristic sound. right are the Congo River Rapids. Congo River Rapids will take you and 11 others on a particular raft, sending you over treacherous rapids and even through a waterfall. So if you don't mind getting a little or a lot wet, check out the Congo River Rapids. Coming up on our right is the home of our bongo antelope. Bongo antelope are a nocturnal species of antelope that were once thought to be extinct until they were rediscovered in a remote section of Kenya. And while their fur may look red, it is actually brown. The red coloring comes from an oil they secrete, meaning that when it rains, they leave red puddles all over the ground. And to our left is Jungala, home to our tigers, our orangutans, and our Chick-fil-A cow. And now that we're through the tunnel, I bring you Stanleyville, home to two of our largest coasters, Tigress and the fan favorite, She-Cra. We are now approaching the Stanleyville train station, so I'd like to remind everyone one final time to please remain seated for our entire journey. I will let you know when it's safe to exit the train. But for now, please, remain seated. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It is now safe to exit the train.
We will ask that there be no more standing or changing of seats. Please stay seated at all times for your safety, keeping arms, legs, and other body parts inside the coaches. As we head out of our Stanleyville train station, be sure to look to the left of the train and say goodbye to your hard-working station master. That's Donovan. The large wooden structure to the right of the train is the Iron Gwazi, the tallest, fastest, deepest hybrid coaster in America. The Iron Gwazi is our newest roller coaster here at Busch Gardens. Also the fastest, taking you top speeds of about 76 miles per hour. The Iron Gwazi is located in the Bird Gardens, which is very close to our Nairobi train station. This red and blue roller coaster over our heads is Shikra. Shikra was America's first drop roller coaster. If you do ride Shikra, you travel 200 feet into the air and you're off at speeds of 70 miles per hour at a 90-degree angle. Yes, that's a vertical drop straight down toward the ground. And if once wasn't thrilling enough, you'll drop twice at that angle throughout the ride. Shikra was actually named for an African hawk who also died while catching its prey. You might have noticed the big splash zone just outside of our train station. You do not actually get wet on this roller coaster. It just travels by a big pool of water and soaks all the standers mud. Out to the right-hand side of the train is Pantopia. Pantopia is home of our Sand Serpent roller coaster. Traveling speeds of 22 miles per hour, the Sand Serpent takes you through some terrifying hairpin turns. It's one of our 3 roller coasters that don't walk right now. Pantopia is home to rides for our younger guests like our carousel and the Busch Flyers. You'll find the Dragon Fire Grill where you can enjoy a show as you eat your meal. They do have the largest variety of food in any one spot. A full service bar for those of you 21 and older. Pantopia also has several other snack stands, including the Twisted Pretzels, where you can find some freshly baked pretzels and craft beer. Pantopia is home to our largest games area. If you'd like to win a prize, be sure to take advantage of the game cards to save money. Out to the left of our train is Congo, home of our water ride, the Congo River Rapids, the Ubanga Banga bumper cars, and the Kumba roller coaster. Stanleyville is your closest train station to Congo. The big teal and red roller coaster to the left of our train is the Kumba. Traveling speeds up 60 miles per hour, you'll be flipped upside down 7 times. Now we are about to enter into the Serengeti belts where our animals roam free and they do have a tendency to cross over the tracks. Please stay seated at all times as this train may have to make a sudden stop and we don't want anyone falling. Look to the left of the train as we head over the service road and you might spot our Watusi or Ankole cattle. The big brown cattle with the long white horns. Our horns, believe it or not, can reach up to 6 feet in length. They're not quite as heavy as you might think though. They're actually hollow with blood vessels running through. And that actually helps the cattle to regulate their body temperatures. As we head into the plains, keep an eye out to the left-hand side of the train. It's likely where we'll see the animals from here to Nairobi. Off to your right, you can see the Serengeti Flyers. They're testing it out. That's going to be opening on the 27th. It's going to be the tallest and fastest ride of its kind. Out to our left, beyond the service road, you'll see a couple different animals. We have our Grant zebras. That's the most commonly photographed of all the zebra species. So if you've ever seen one in a magazine, it was probably the Grant zebra. You can also see the wildebeest. That's the gray shaggy antelope with the horns. They're also called white-bearded gnu for the white hair that goes from their chins down their necks. They'll actually travel in some of the most dense herds of land mammals right next to humans, most of their herds comprising of thousands. Some of their migrations have even been known to include up to 1 million wildebeest. After this watering hole, behind the moat, you might spot the black rhino. He weighs from 2,000 to 3,000 pounds. Of course, he's not actually black. They get that name because they tend to roll around in the muds to keep cool, and they often appear black. Behind the fencing on the hill, you might spot some of the reticulated giraffe. Reticulated meaning net-like and referring to the pattern of their spots. You can see our impala, the small two-tone tan animals. They're actually the third fastest land mammal, riding top speeds of about 55 miles per hour. The animals behind that fence line are the ones you'll see from the Edge of Africa walkway. You can also see the eland antelope. That was the big tan antelope with the horn. They're the largest antelope species. Keep looking out to your left. Beyond the grasses, you might spot some of our female Nyala. The females are small brown antelopes with white stripes. The males are actually about twice as large with shaggy gray fur and horns. Just keep an eye out. Their habitat runs up to the Nairobi train station. We're passing under Cheetah Hunt. This is our triple launch coaster, taking you from 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds, 3 times throughout the ride. You only have to be 48 inches to ride on Cheetah Hunt, and you can find the entrance in Egypt across from the Serengeti Overlook. Look to the right of the train after all these bushes and you'll see the entrance for the Serengeti Flyer. And that's opening on the 27th of this month. You might also spot some of our Asian elephants. Elephants are the largest land mammals. A baby can weigh up to 250 pounds at birth. Now you can best see the elephants while on foot here at Nairobi on your way up towards Pantopia. That's the Nyala on the hill to our left. We are pulling into the Nairobi area of our park. Across from our train station, you'll find the animal connections, some of our animal ambassadors, different birds and snakes. We're close to Morocco, where you can find the Miambi Reserve, home of our chimpanzees and gorillas, and the Moroccan Ice Palace, where we have Turn It Up Remix. That's our ice skating show. To the right of our train is the Serengeti Outpost, where you can purchase a ticket for any number of behind-the-scene animal tours, including the Serengeti Safari tours that take you through the animals you saw on the belt. To our left is the entrance to the Edge of Africa, where we have lions, hyenas, hippos, and more. You'll get great views of the Serengeti Plains, and it's an excellent shortcut to Egypt if you'd like to ride the Montu, Cheetah Hunt, or Cobra's Curse roller coasters. As we pull into Nairobi, please remain seated until the train has come to a full and complete stop. I will let you know when it is safe to exit. The exits are through the black metal gates at both ends of the station. Again, my name is Elizabeth, and I hope you've enjoyed your ride aboard the Serengeti Express and that you're having a wonderful day here at Busch Gardens. If you are staying aboard with us, we'll be returning to Stanleyville. It's now